Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shador, or Door should have come back to you with a brand new episode of All of Fabric 6. And today, we are stepping away from food. Of course, that is kind of going to be obvious, because I'm doing that stuff off camera a little bit here. And there's like a standoff going on. Get rid of this guy. So I've been doing some exploring. You can see that I have a legendary diamond charm mark. No. What? I've got corruption, which we can make dark iron ingots, make coffins and stuff with it, fire braziers. Okay. But what I was saying is this Karam, Charam, I'm assuming. I've got a few other weapons in here. I've got a uncommon diamond scythe. I've got another one of these chakrams, whatever. Epic gold size. So I've been, exploring, and I found this really weird village. It's right here. So the way this village works is there's a village here, and a giant hostile environment. And I have no idea what this is. I actually did not see this when I was down there. But yeah, we've got, looks like another building here as well I didn't explore. But I've been looking for pepper and all of that stuff, and I have not found any pepper or olives or anything of that sort. So I'm going to keep exploring that in the future, but I think we're going to get into something else today. So let's kind of just explore this quest book a little bit, right? Because I know we looked at it, but we didn't really get too far into it. Of course, here's like the Adventurers tab, looking for artifacts. I didn't find a graveyard yet again. Archeology. Actually, we could look at this. A copper brush. Because I do have an archaeology area that I did find. If we want to look at this, I mean, let's go for it. Alright, so we need one piece of copper, so let's get that smelting. I've also found some diamonds. And also, quickly, before I forget, diamonds, once you get the diamonds achievement, these mine portals that I keep finding, let's see, this one over here, basically any of them, will activate whenever you are close enough to them. You just need to have the diamonds achievement, which is actually pretty cool. I've never seen a mod require an achievement besides like Twilight Forest to actually activate. So pretty nifty, if you ask me. And definitely something that we're going to look into. But it is like a very hostile dimension from what I can see. So I'm not going in there yet. I really need to get geared up before I ever touch any of that. So, let's go to that archaeology place. Let's see. Where is that exactly? So I think... Which village is that? Orchard Village, maybe? Yes, okay. And let's go see what this is up. What's up with this? Because I'm not even sure. And also, before I forget, let's claim. Oh, did it not register? The copper brush is a new tool for excavating special blocks. Okay, why did you not complete? Do I need to drop it and pick it up again? I'm not 100% sure. But I have a copper brush, and I don't know why that didn't do that. But we're here anyway. So, what do we got? Looks like we got some clay pots. Can I break these for loot? I can, and that's a lot of loot, apparently. Goodness. Quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit. A legendary fishing rod with a mending on it. That is fantastic. Oop. Got a zombie exploring. I don't 100% know how I feel about the combat thing in this, because it seems a bit interesting. But alright, we're going to right-click. Whoops, my hand slipped. Shatter a block while brushing it. You can adjust difficulty in config. Okay, am I doing something wrong? Or is there like a success rate? Am I assuming that correctly? Huh. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. See, I think, yeah, it's just like a very, very low percentage of this working, which is fine. Because you can see that there's like levels, how it like goes down a little bit. Okay. And of course, looks like we got some over here. Yeah, this is going to be like very, very weird. All right, so we're looking at archaeology right here, right? This one. So yeah, we've got copper, exposed copper, weathered copper, oxidized copper. So copper brush is what we're looking at. Looks like we can find some of these in the Badlands most likely as well. Different types of decorations you can put for pots. I'm assuming you can... Oh no, it doesn't even look like that. You can't even craft these bad boys? Yeah, you can craft a clay one. Okay. And of course, this is all quartz, by the way, which is pretty nifty. Let's break this here. The Curse of Giantism. Find the Curse of Giantism book where you can be used. Power up a hammer at the cost of speed. Magna? Magna. Of a hammer. Hammers. Do we have hammers? What kind of hammer? Modern industrialization? Or ooh, I didn't even know we had vanilla hammers in here. That is news to me. Okay. And also flower pot. I don't care about the flower. I want the pot. I mean, yeah, that was pretty cool. It looks like, yeah, we can excavate this area a little bit as well. Definitely not getting any real successes here. Which is okay. See, I love how this is like 1.19.2 and somebody, like, either this mod was made before 1.20 was ever announced, or somebody saw that 1.20 was adding archaeology and, like, got on top of it. But I'm going to assume somebody made this before the mod was, or like 1.20 was ever really announced. Because honestly, I think archaeology's probably been explored a few times throughout the mod cycle of Minecraft. So, but yeah, that's archaeology. We'll definitely need to look and see if we can find more structures. Because I'm pretty sure you can find some good loot. But I'm kind of wondering why that quest did not complete. Move your cursor to stop the block from breaking and losing. Okay, hold on. While brushing, you should move your cursor to stop. Okay, so I did this wrong. To stop the block from breaking. I did it wrong. I guess I should have looked at this a little bit more. Okay, so what is it saying? So like this? Okay, actually, that makes it a lot more interesting. Alright, so now that I know, I wasted all of that. Alright, then we got a fragment. I'm gonna have to like look into this mod and see what's up with all that. But yeah, we just slowly move our mouse around constantly. Okay, so that one's got nothing in it. Oh, sometimes I just need to read a few more lines, right? Oh, looks like we got some leather. This is definitely going to give somebody motion sickness, I would think. But, oh, I didn't move it around enough. What do we got? Another fragment. Okay, but yeah, I like this. This is kind of fun. I definitely wish there was like a little bit more to it, but you know. Okay. Well, I'm intrigued. I definitely want to find more of these structures. I don't know what like kind of like rarity of loot you can find with this, but now that I kind of know, I definitely want to get further into this. Yeah, okay, so you do need to make some like drastic mouse movements to actually get this to kind of work. All right. I mean, I'm still looking at it. That is pretty nifty. All right. But I just don't know. That's what I made. Huh. Well, I mean, that don't really matter. We got into it. Yeah, so here's this. Um, New bosses. The conjure. Okay, I'm even gonna try and pronounce that. Find a portal structure. This will activate when you automatically. Yeah, so if you've already acquired diamonds in the world. But this is actually somewhat incorrect. If you do not get the diamonds achievement, it will not complete. Which I'm assuming when you get the diamonds, you will get that. But if for some reason you don't, that's why that won't activate. Which is. I still think that's pretty nifty. Alright, so we looked at archaeology. Which, I mean. Oh, what is this guy? This guy looks. Oh, the occultist. I like these. The textures they gave these, especially because his like back even. Oh, is this not the right one? There's one of them that has. Yeah. See, like even just like back of his cloak. It's got the creeper on it. Ooh, can we get some rabbit haunch? There we go. Rabbit haunch. I don't have that yet. I'm gonna take this advantage while we're here and get some of that. Alrighty. What do we think we're gonna look at next here? So archaeology, we've done that one. I didn't know the Twilight Forest was in here. I forgot about that. The fabric port, that's pretty cool. I wonder if it's the official version though. Like if it's from them. Throw an ender pearl at a bee's nest. I now see yellow. Okay. That sounds cool. Agriculture. So yeah, I think all we're waiting on this quest line is to find the coffee beans or whatever from the nether, olives and pepper. So we're still just gonna kind of, wait for that. Um, Simply swords, nano saber, weapon of the warden. All right. So we've got advanced netherite, gilded netherite. Oh, okay. And I don't know if I'll be doing Ad Astra this season. If it adds more content, I'll probably look before I do it. If it adds more content, I'm 100% down for it. But if it's the same as it is in the 1.18 version, or was it 1.19.2? Whatever the latest Direwolf 20 pack that I played was, honestly, it's kind of escaping me right now. I'm not going to do it because it should be equivalent to the Forge version. And I just kind of don't want to do it because it was kind of boring at the end of the day. Like, novelty wore off real quickly for me personally. So, you know. Alrighty. So we're back at the base here. Let's cook up this rabbit. And I'm really not sure what's up with the rest of this stuff. Let me actually quickly take a gander. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I was just like kind of looking at the clay pot and the archaeology thing completed. So not 100% sure what I just did, but yeah, that's okay, I guess. But I was actually looking at a few things here with this archaeology mod. So a clay pot, and if we just like set this down here, what you actually do is you take your shards and you can right click the clay pot, and we have another one here. And then I believe, let's grab a campfire. Let's see, can I make a campfire real quick here? Where's my crafting table? I'm definitely gonna have to make a bigger base. Oh, there's like different types of campfires. I like the red one. All right, let's see if this works. Is this how you do it? Yeah, there we go. So you just use a campfire. That's what the mod page says. And you... Oh, I guess I should have had, like, Silk Touch. But, you know, mistakes were made. Anyway, that's how you get it. And then, of course, you can use the... So this actually says that shulker box or other clay pots cannot be inserted to a clay pot. If you break this with a Silk Touch pickaxe, the clay pot will keep all its contents. Huh. So that is pretty cool. If you wanted like decoration with like some sort of storage, that's actually pretty nifty. I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy it. And this mod was made after the announcement of Archeology, which, you know, pretty cool still, because they say on the mod page that they were kind of trying to see how they would go about it and try maybe even give some inspiration. Honestly, I kind of like this more than how they're doing it in vanilla Minecraft. Just a little bit, but that's okay. So we've got different types of fishing rods here, apparently. And it looks like the diamond one and the blaze one are the only craftable ones. Okay. A soul salmon. So I'm guessing we can fish in the nether or something, like maybe in the lava. But you know what? Let's see what we can get just normal fishing real quick here. Since I have a mending fishing rod. I think it's ridiculous. All right. Give her the old stare down. And I don't have particles, so this might, or not, I don't think I have particles. I may have like a few particles. Minimal? Decreased. That's the second one. Come on. You know you wanna. Bite the line. Come on. Okay, so we can get these fish of thieves. Fish. So fish. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Oh, we can mount the fish. We can actually display our trophies. I think that is funny. Deep fry? Okay, what is this Go Fish mod? Let me be right back. Okay, so apparently there is like an end fish as well with the eye of fishing, and apparently an ender eel now. It looks like the thing that I was just looking at's out of date, which is bad because it's the actual official wiki. But Fish of Thieves, not Sea of Thieves, goodness gracious, is just going to be vanilla, but we'll need to go get the Go Fish rods, which is the diamond one, to actually even consider getting anything from that mod. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Oh man, Croptopia even adds fish? Man, Croptopia is doing numbers. Tuna? What could we do with tuna? We could make a tuna sandwich. Oh, I love tuna sandwiches, by the way. Tuna sandwiches are honestly my personal favorite sandwich. I know some people really hate tuna, but like I always remember my school, back in like high school, they'd always make, you know, tuna sandwiches. Questionable if it was actually tuna, but it was still always a fantastic thing. And you know, it's always been one of my favorites. Oh, here we go. What do we get? What do we get? A pondy. I'm curious if this Fish of Thieves mod is actually like detecting which biomes you're fishing in. That might be a thing. Let's actually go hop, skip, and jump over to the ocean. We have a sleeping bag, so I'm not too worried about darkness. Because if it does, I mean that's pretty cool. I mean we even have a boat. I might go take a fishing trip in Minecraft. See, I love mods that add upon vanilla mechanics, right? They don't add like a whole new system of like you can only get this with this fishing rod, like Go Fish seems like it's doing. It's just here, go fish. Vanilla fishing rod. All right, so we're in a cold ocean. Let's just cast our rod real quick and see what happens, and then we'll move on. But yeah, we'll definitely have to get into Go Fish because of course that's a whole new branch of food. which I was really hoping against. Honestly, I don't want to go fishing that much, but it looks like we're going to have to a little bit. Oh, we actually got sea lettuce. Under the sea. All right, one more. I want to get a normal fish. Normal fish, please. Not sea lettuce. Croptopia adds so many things that I don't even know what in the world that mod is anymore. I feel like that's why Pam's Harvestcraft has divided it itself into so many other mods, is because it got too big, and when it got so big, the developer was like, "Holy cow, this is nonsense," and then proceeded to just not want it to be so much nonsense. But Croptopia seems to be kind of following that path where Pam's originally was, where it was just like extremely massive. So, you know, because what? Let's see. If I just get rid of Croptopia, tuna, yeah, this is 3 pages. And of course, we have watering cans, which I mean is a cool addition. But then again, it is 3 pages. Oh, goodness. Cinnamon logs, even. Chocolate. Oh, dark chips. Chocolate cookie. Okay. I butchered that for some reason. Looks like we have a whole thing of like chocolate, cocoa mass, which is a manual food grinder. We didn't even have that made yet. Like, we don't even have a thing for that in there. But let's go back. I mean, this is kind of cool, right? I'm loving seeing these new mods in Fabric that are legitimately just like a little bit more flavor, right? It's not like it's giving you a whole 5-course meal. It's just adding a little bit more to already existing stuff. You know, it's like you got mashed potatoes. They're fantastic. You know, a little bit of gravy all the way. Send it, right? Like, that's exactly what I feel like some of these mods are doing here. And I think that is a fantastic thing. Like, legitimately, I hope to see more mods like Fish of Thieves in the future. Just because adding upon systems, you don't have to go make the wheel. Just add a few more things, right? I don't know why I'm so kind of like in a preachy mood about Fabric mods right now. Because honestly, I love seeing how like different Fabric is from Forge, right? This is going to be one of the biggest comparisons to this pack, is I've only ever played Fabric, or Forge, not Fabric. And hopping over to this version and playing Fabric Mod Loader mods, it's just so interesting to see the absolute difference there is. Because I mean, what? I think there's like one fishing mod that I can think of off the top of my head. I can't even remember the name. That is for Forge by itself. Um, but it's like, I mean, it's got quite a lot of downloads, but I don't think it's one of those mods that's like adds like, you know, 4 or 5 fish. I think it adds a lot of fish. Let me see if I can go find it real quick. Yeah, so that mod adds 30 new fish, fishing rods, bait system, a whole bunch of stuff. Which, I mean, cool if you are into that, right? Like, if you don't want to play the vanilla fishing system as is, and you want to have like a better fishing rod with higher durability and different catch rates and stuff, fantastic, cool. But Fish of Thieves, you don't need it. You just vanilla mechanics. You know, I don't know. It all kind of depends preference wise, right? That's what I would think. And the way this mod is done, chef's kiss. The mod is actually called Aquaculture 2, or just Aquaculture. But it is, I've played that mod, and it is a decent mod. You know, I don't personally like fishing mods in general, but having just a little bit extra, right? It's vanilla Minecraft's fishing, but you're not just catching the same fish over and over again. Sounds good to me. Ain't it's repetitive. Just sounds good. All right. I'll get off my high horse and I will continue. Let's see. So we can't do Go Fish yet because I don't have anything. What is this? So Go Fish adds in general fishes which are obtainable globally in any area, each dimension and biome-specific fishes, which are only obtainable in certain areas. Okay, so this whole thing. So yeah, you've got the end, which is baked-in fish, soul crates, which are the actual loot system for this mod. Yeah, you can see this mod adds like loot systems, fish in different dimensions, a lot of cool things, but it is just a little much if you're not really into fishing. All right. We also, of course, do have a few magic mods, which Bewitchment, if you don't know, is a port of Witchery from 1.7. And I don't know if it's like a full 100% port. I know that there's going to be differences, right? 100% there's going to be differences, but it's, still a thing. All right, so what is Spectrum? Let's actually look at Spectrum. I did see this. Where's my book on Spectrum? Colorful World. Welcome to Spectrum. Spectrum is a full-feature mod about magic and exploration. Spectrum is based on color mixing of the subtractive color system CMYK. Cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, which is black. I believe it's key. K is key. Subtractive color mixing may be familiar to you from painting with watercolors or printing. Spectrum main colors are represented by gemstones found in geodes scattered around the world, with the vanilla amethyst representing the magenta part of the spectrum. Of course, somebody's Discord is right there, so it's going to cut this off. But progression. Goodness gracious. Spectrum comes with a complex progression system where you unlock new things as you progress. As you delve deeper, you'll notice changes in the world, differences that only you can perceive. Everything you learn will bring you closer to your final destination, finding out what is waiting for you beneath the impenetrable bedrock floor. Okay. So it's kind of making me think like the Britannia's book, right? Okay. Your journey. A short overview of how to get started with Spectrum and your journey through the mod. Okay. So gemstone shards. Of course, we have topaz, amethyst, citrine. We found all of these. So topaz represents matter. This one represents time. So amethyst is time. Citrine is energy. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have to get some dyes to actually kind of start with this. So the pigment pedestal is a block where you craft most of the recipes. I really think there should be like a dash there, but maybe it's just, it does look a little off but that's okay. Recipes for Spectrum. To start crafting, trigger it with a paintbrush or supply a redstone signal. It requires air or inventory above it. Most recipes require a gemstone powder, which we don't even have access to yet. All right. So I'm going to have to go find, like, magenta dye. What is magenta dye? What color do you give me? Pink? Isn't magenta, like, pink or something? Like a mixture of colors. I know that. Yeah, pink and purple. Can I take this, get flowers, and a mortar? I don't remember if they actually still have this in this version. Okay, so it's just a 1-to-1 conversion now. Okay. I thought it was like petals to the mortar and pestle to grind it down, but no. All right, let's hop into this. Go to a magic mod first thing, right? And I'm not even 100% sure how useful this will be because we don't have a lot of resources, but, you know. We're not going to, like, delve too deep into, like, tech or anything right now, so. That's weird, right? I love technology in Minecraft, but I'm not going to delve into technology. Construct the spectrum focus structure. Okay. All right, so what are we looking at? This is the pigment pedestal. Pigment pedestal. Ooh. Hex casting. Oh, so there's different variants. There's a CMY variant. Oh, that is cool. You have not discovered this recipe yet. Okay, so I'm going to go for this one, but I need polished basalt. Okay, so I can't even get this yet. I don't even have basalt. Well, maybe we look at getting better armor and hop, skip, and jump over to the nether. Maybe next episode. Doesn't sound terrible to me. So with that, let's wrap up the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know we didn't really get a whole lot done this episode, but then again, it's always a fun time to explore mods and kind of figure out some differences between Forge and Fabric, because that's one of the things that I plan on doing this season, and I think we did a lot this one. So thank you, stay awesome, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!